kind of weird, man, that I haven't played in so long. I've been thinking about it like quite a bit the past couple weeks, really. Just coming and playing and shooting around like I used to when I was a kid. It's been a long time, and I think it's kind of showing. I feel like I've grown in a lot of other areas, and I kind of left basketball behind. I think mostly just because like I realized it wasn't going to go anywhere after I got cut from varsity, and once that happened, it kind of just broke my heart, really. I think for a while I still played a lot after high school, maybe for like another year or two. Like I was playing pretty consistently. Just like I just loved basketball since I was a kid, really. But I think other things kind of got in the way of me playing, and I always wanted to be better, taller. Just never happened. Sometimes I didn't put the work in, sometimes I did. In a lot of ways, I didn't have really any guidance, which could be used as like a somewhat of an excuse. But I definitely didn't know how to be a team player, for sure. I was always really selfish on the court, probably still am, and that kind of even reflects in my life. I think somewhat to this day still, but I think in a lot of ways I've kind of grown from being as selfish as I used to be. And I'm slowly but surely noticing myself not be as selfish, just with little things, and I think that's where it starts, really. But I've been trying to be less selfish for probably the last maybe about a year, close to now. Another thing I notice as well, when I play basketball, I feel like young me again. A me that hasn't grown up yet. I just haven't, really wanted to be any better in basketball. I haven't progressed in that area, so I feel very young. I just feel like a kid. Like I feel like I'm like back into the psyche of my old self. It's so strange. But I think a part of the reason why I felt so young playing is because I've been playing basketball since I was like literally months old. I have pictures of when I was a kid. I was playing with like the Little Tykes basketball, I was playing, and just that was like my thing. I was always so drawn to it before I even literally knew anything. A lot of my mind knows basketball because that's all that I knew, that's all that I did. I had a lot of things going through my mind as a kid sometimes, and so like it just reminds me of those states where my head was at, and a lot of the behaviors and patterns and struggles that I experienced. It's very like difficult for me to explain this, but I think now, reflecting on this video, like I'm grown now, I'm not a little kid anymore. So like when I went to go play now, it's different. The headspace that I'm in when I play, it's much different than what I remember. I feel like something ended when I stopped playing basketball, right? It just ended. That was it. And then going back to it now, it's like I picked up old me where I left off. Like nothing changed in a way, except that now I know other things outside of basketball. That's not all I know anymore. And so now when I play, I can use different things in my head that I know to my advantage, or maybe even to my disadvantage. I don't know. But I definitely have missed basketball. It's just something about it so satisfying to me. I always call it like my first love because I think that's what it was. It was all that I had before I had, I think, anything really. And so here I am playing it. I haven't touched the ball, played basketball, thought about it for a while. Just don't have a whole lot of time anymore. But since the day I was off, I would come back to what I used to know. We gotta make one before we leave though. Let's go, baby. First take. Freaking floor's hot.